Welcome to LTC 8875, Technology and Mathematics Education. This is a course that's designed for math educators at all grade levels, and we'll be digging into some research, some discussions, and some math problems that all involve technology and math education. And of course, it goes without saying that technology is a big issue, not only in society, but also in teaching, so I'm really looking forward to digging into this issue with you. I'm Sam Otten, by the way. I'm an associate professor here at Mizzou, and I'm the coordinator of our online programs. And I've been getting more and more interested in this issue of technology and math education. At first, I wasn't particularly keen on technology. I had some of those initial debates about calculators or not calculators, and I enjoyed using technology to represent mathematical ideas. But it didn't become really a main point of emphasis for me until recently. I'm actually now on a research project that's focused on instructional videos in algebra, and I've also done some writing with colleagues about the role of technology in math teaching. And I hope you don't mind, but we might read some of my stuff during this semester. But right now in this video, what I want to do is go over the overall structure of the course. We'll have 7 two-week-long units that are going to focus on different aspects of technology and mathematics education. We'll look at some of the media coverage, we'll look at some of the research on technology and math ed, and we'll try out some different apps, looking at how they support students' mathematics learning, or how some might actually be a detriment or have some drawbacks to the way students think about mathematics. We'll also be doing some math problems along the way, and at the end, we're going to have a final unit that involves a group project. So you'll have a chance to work with some other people who are maybe teaching something similar to you, and you can design a lesson that involves technology in a rich way, and you can talk about how the technology supports the goals of the lesson. So that'll be at the end of the semester, a short unit to conclude, but along the way, throughout the semester, we'll have those main units that'll be on the 2-week pattern. And those 2 weeks go Monday through the following Sunday, and in those 2-week units, there will usually be a reading or a couple readings, an assignment to complete, and there will also be some form of interaction with your peers. The units will be organized as modules in Canvas, and I encourage everyone to make a regular habit out of signing into Canvas every 2 or 3 days at least, and that's through missouri.instructure.com. And by signing in every 2 to 3 days, you'll always have a good sense of what's going on right now. You can see what people are saying in the forums, and you can keep an eye on the upcoming deadlines. Canvas is also where you'll submit all your assignments, and it's also where I will submit my scores and feedback to you. And I should mention that we have a course assistant, Sing-Hyun Yao, so you may also see some emails or feedback from him. He's a doctoral student here, and his research area is technology and math education. So now let's take a quick look at Unit 1, which starts today and will run for 2 weeks through Sunday night. It's a pretty light unit because I know this is a busy time of year for everybody, but here's what it's going to look like. First, there's this video, so kudos for already being on track. You can also look through the course syllabus on Canvas. If you have any questions, please send me an email and I'll either respond directly to you or to the entire class if it's a broad clarification. Next, there's an introduction assignment. That's a chance for us to all meet each other, so you'll give your name and you share a little bit of information about your relationship with technology. And then we're also hoping to share some pictures, so please embed your picture into the post. And try to embed it rather than attach it. It just makes it easier for us to look across the whole class. Please introduce yourself in that forum by the end of this first week, so that next week we can see everybody's introductory post, and we can look across those posts and have some interaction there next week. Then there's a reading to complete. It's an article by a colleague and myself that we wrote, giving kind of a position statement about technology and mathematics education. So I'm asking you to read that article and then have a discussion in the discussion forum that goes along with the reading. And that's called Webble and Otten, and we have a few discussion prompts there that we're looking forward to seeing your thoughts on. So try to do the reading as soon as you can, and then the discussion of the reading should be in full swing by next week. And with regard to discussion forums, they are an important part of the class. They are where we can dig into ideas and learn from one another and push our thinking. What we're looking for with regard to participation in discussion is, at a minimum, a substantive initial post from everybody in each of the required discussion forums, preferably during the first week that it's available. And then we're also going to be looking for interaction between people. So we want to see people authentically engage with others. That could mean asking a thoughtful question. It might mean building on what somebody else said. It might mean giving a counterpoint or a different perspective from what somebody already shared. But overall, at a minimum, we want to see an initial post from everybody, and then at least one interactive post from everybody. And these should not come back to back right at the end of the unit. Please come into the discussion forums and participate at different points in time. Otherwise, there can't really be a back and forth of ideas. Alright, so to wrap up here in this video for Unit 1, you should introduce yourself, check out that article by Dr. Webble and myself, and then engage in the discussion forum about the article. The only other thing for the unit is we're going to ask you to respond to a survey, which should only take a few minutes, and that's just going to help us get some background information about everybody and help us as a guide for the semester. But that's it for right now, fairly simple, and we'll get into more substantial stuff in Unit 2. So I'm really looking forward to the class. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you online.